Someone confirmed that they're not coming back in the final season of Game of Thrones, so if you do not want to be spoiled about this piece of news, please don't watch this video. I tried to keep the opening, the title, and the thumbnail as vague as possible, but at this point, it's now on you. Okay, now that the people that don't want to be spoiled for the final season definitely aren't watching and definitely aren't bitching at me in the comment section down below, let's talk about how our favorite Iron Banker won't be back in this final season, which I have some theories on. But first, how do we know this new bit of information? When asked by the shortlist during an interview if he survives the final season of Game of Thrones, Mark Gatiss replied, "I'm not in it, so I guess I survive, although they might just mention offhand that I've had my head bitten off by a dragon off screen or something." I doubt he's lying. He's been pretty upfront in the past, and following his pattern probably isn't lying about this, but I feel like it's the thing for people just to say all the time, oh, that person's lying, so I don't know, maybe he's lying. But this reveal is interesting because Mark mentioned he had 2 episodes left after season 7. He said in an interview, "I honestly don't know the ins and outs. People ask me this, that, and the other. I haven't got a clue. I've done 4 episodes now, and there's 2 more they think. It's a huge saga, and I don't know, and I rather like that. But I've had a lovely time." Keywords in that statement are, they think. D&D, the showrunners can change whatever they want, whenever they want. And it wouldn't be the first time that they told an actor, hey, yeah, you're gonna be back, and then the actor never came back. This could simply be D&D felt they didn't have enough time to show a representative of the Iron Bank on screen with as few episodes as they have, so they either wrote that part out, or they just didn't write the part in the first place that they originally had in mind for him. Which is also sad because I guess Mark is never going to get that ending he pitched to the showrunners where he's the last person alive, because obviously if anyone survives, it's the banker. But the thing is, we don't need an actual representative of the Iron Bank on screen for us to know what the Iron Bank is doing or deciding on. Last season, we were reminded of the Iron Bank with its dealings with Cersei, and I'm more than sure at the beginning of season 8, they're gonna do that recap montage and they're going to bring up the Iron Bank again. So we can be given information about the Iron Bank through mentions or messages to Cersei, because not hearing about the Iron Bank again in this final season would be a little dumb. We've been reminded over and over again how scary and intense the Iron Bank of Braavos is.
The Iron Bank of Braavos. We owe them tens of millions. If we fail to repay these loans, the bank will fund our enemies. One way or another, they always get their gold back.
The Iron Bank will have its due. How they love to remind everyone. Almost as much as you Lannisters with your debts.
I'm not worried about the Iron Bank.
We both know you're smarter than that.
And that's what the Iron Bank is. A temple. We all live in its shadow, and almost none of us know it. You can't run from them, you can't cheat them, you can't sway them with excuses. If you owe them money and you don't want to crumble yourself, you pay it back.
And they were also super important last season, so I feel like if they don't have a line or two talking about the Iron Bank at one point, it's gonna be kind of weird. Or maybe they just never mention the Iron Bank again and hope that we're all distracted and jazzed up by the nonstop battles in this season. It could happen. Let's not put it past D&D to completely ignore the Iron Bank's involvement with the next person that rules the Seven Kingdoms or people that rule different regions of Westeros. I can see this happening. But what do you think? Do you think Mark's a dirty, dirty liar? Do you think we'll get a line or two about the Iron Bank in the final season? Or do you think D&D are just gonna completely ignore the Iron Bank from here on out? Maybe include them in the beginning recap, but from there, never hear a fucking thing about it again.